do you like most about the film when you went back and watched it?
You know, we did some good things and we did some bad. It's always good, bad, and ugly. You know, the good part was that we started out fast again. We were able to get ourselves out of a hole when we were at the -1 yard line. A holding call got us back. Otherwise, we would have had a chance to score 9 out of 9 times. We were 8 out of 9, and those things are good. I thought our third down conversions, we were at 50%, and I thought that could have been a little bit better. But if you're at 50%, you'd take that. So I think out of all that, it was good, and I thought they finished.
What does Mississippi State's defense do best?
They are really, really good up front. The linebacking crew, they're stout. They bring in their second group, and they're really good too. And they got a great front seven. Their safeties filled. They understand how to tackle. Just really physical football team.
Is there anything you do up front other than just try to tell you guys to bring your A game?
Yeah, I think you have to schematically try to help them out, and then obviously. Being a physical football team, you got to bring it against Mississippi State. They're 14th in the country for a reason. They're a really good defense.
Is Bob Shupis' scheme much different than what Todd Rankin did when he was there?
Yeah, they are. They're different, but at the same time, he's an attacking defense, and they do a heck of a job, and he does a heck of a job, and so. We're going to have to execute, and that's what offense is. You got to execute 11 guys on the same page, and it's going to be a heck of a challenge.
That chemistry has continued to evolve between Terry and Lynn. How have you liked the development of that relationship there on the field?
Yeah, it's been really good. I think Lynn had 8 catches this last week, and always trying to find a way to get him the ball. And we had him on a speed sweep this last week, and it wasn't a good look for it. And but I think the other times that he got the ball, he's finding him when he's open. And the good part about ours is all based upon coverage. It's based upon where the ball goes based on their leverage. And so, as our quarterback evolves, I think all of our receivers will evolve. We've got to get Taven involved a little bit more, and he's been probably as good a pride as you can get, and so we'd like to get him cranked back up.
A couple new guys getting some reps, Zaire especially, but other than Zaire, any new guys that you saw on tape that really popped out to you?
Alan Daly, I thought, did a really nice job, for a true freshman. Just he was getting some special teams look, and he came out there and, you show his physicality and broke some tackles, and I think the yards after contact with him, that's something that later on during the year I think he's going to help us.
What did Alan impress you when you saw him late? You guys are recruit last
year. Yeah, we had a couple of guys that we knew on that staff, Coach Nix, and they called and said, listen, we've got an SEC receiver here. And, we watched his tape, and he set an Alabama State record in terms of touchdown passes. And we kept watching him, and we said, man, this guy's the real deal. And so we were able to go in there. We felt like we stole one.
On State's D-line, Sweat and Simmons are 2 of the best in the conference in the country. What makes them so good?
Simmons is powerful and quick. He's kind of a nose playing a 3 technique, if you will, playing a nose guard. The guy is just, he can bull rush you, he can beat you with quickness, and Sweat is just one of those guys in the SEC that is twitchy, Josh Allen type, great rush off the edge. They play with great effort, and I think that's what they both bring to the table.
As an offensive coordinator, how much satisfaction do you get when you see one of those trick plays go to the house?
Yeah, it's fun. Somebody asked me. I think you asked me. When do you bring those out? One, it's timing. 2, you got 6 or 7 of them in the bank, and it's got to look right. Sometimes they look great. Sometimes they look really bad, and you're going, gosh almighty, why do we call that? So a lot of it's the timing of it. But it was good to see. It was good to see Zaire get a ball and show his speed.
Did they do anything last year to slow Benny down, or was it more some circumstances to how that game?
We did not play very well. We screwed it up right there in the second quarter, and they did some good things, and but we just didn't play very well.
Stoops mentioned yesterday how Terry's coachable, and that's why he's making such jumps from when he came here to the game theory. Is that something you've seen as well?
Yeah, he's into it. He's in the film room. He's getting extra work, and that's what you expect your quarterbacks to do. And I think that's a great assessment of where he's at right now. Each week, trying to get better.
He seems to have a really good he calls it a clock in his head about when to run and when to hold on to the ball maybe a little bit longer. Is that an instinct thing, or as a quarterback do you have to learn that, or
I think
or
both.
Where do you think he is in his
Yeah.
development doing that?
I think both. I think you look at the Florida game. I think he did a really good job going 1-2, and then he took off. And him having to fill the rush, that's instincts, and him seeing and visually seeing an area that opens up. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Another week feels like Benny Snell might have extra motivation again because of the comments from the other team. Is there any difference in him?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Meaning, Benny's always motivated, and so he comes to play. Had a great practice today, and so he'll be ready for the game.
What do you think it is about Benny that might entice other teams to take shots at him like that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that when you're, the success that he's had, probably, when that usually happens, you've got a target on your back, and so I think he relishes in that.
Does Benny kind of understand where he is historically among the UK greats? Is that something that he kind of appreciates and relishes, knowing that he's up there with some of the best that ever played here?
He doesn't talk about it. I don't hear it. You know what I mean? I'm sure he hears it from other people, but he wants to win. He wants to do whatever he can to help this football team win. So I don't think he worries about that stuff. I think he's humbled by it.
And guys like Daly and Rodriguez had a couple nice runs. Danny Clark scores a touchdown. Who don't ordinarily get in there. How much does that help in just the overall morale of the team? And does it out? I mean, they show up a little more step in practice.
Yeah, it's huge. When you get those guys in, young guys in there, and they get the guys on the sideline were great, and so I think the biggest thing is some confidence.
Everybody good?
Thank you all.
All right, we've got a bunch of folks.